I mean, God's patient with us as humans. We mess up at times, but I don't feel like he throw us away as individuals. So it's different things and different life lessons, you got to go through. And I haven't went through this situation, that I'm in ever. So it's really just a test, I feel like from God or whoever it's from, it's just a test. But anyway, I'm just thankful that I was able to see the day of light and get out there and be able to play. So, they didn't have to let me play. So anything and everything, is good for me. So then, the kids looking up, the kids definitely inspire me to, of course, more. So a lot of people incarcerated that definitely talk to their friends, to talk to me, to tell me my friends in jail, and, watching you play and watching everything that's going on. So it's just like the world, I say is so small and everybody sees everything. And I'm thankful to be able to inspire people through everything. Because the lady just told me now, when I'm having a bad day, I just think about Shedeur and I'm saying, I'm going to act like Shedeur. So like that's so cool, to me, that I'm some form of inspiration.
See the banners unfurl, voices together, watch the power swirl. No longer silent, we're ready to roar. With passion and purpose, we're ready for more.
Tonight is the night. Everybody, welcome to America's Game Show. Your beloved America's Game Show host is back at y'all again with another one. We coming at you, letting y'all know what's really going on out here. We had to talk about it. We had to come here and talk about what we saw last night. Well, Friday night. That's right. We're going to talk about what we saw on Friday night. Yeah, y'all know who it is, man. It is Prince Pierre coming at you once again, man. Letting y'all know what's really going on. Decided to come in here, man, chop it up with y'all real good, man. Just letting y'all know what's really going on. The National Football League is back in session. We got to learn a couple of things in the last couple of days with some of this, fake football, you could say. We got a chance to see last night or Friday night, I need to say. Friday night. We got to see the one and only Shedeur Sanders get on the field to play and showed everybody what I knew he was going to do. I wasn't surprised. I would have been surprised if he went out there and did the opposite. Went out there and threw 2 interceptions, fumbled the ball away. Then I would have been very, very surprised. But like he said earlier in the introduction, like he told his daddy, I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. Know what he told everybody? I'm comfortable being uncomfortable. So you can stack the deck against me. You can do whatever you want to do. But one thing you ain't going to do, you ain't going to deny this game I got. Because when I get out there, I'm going to show everybody what's up. I'm going to show what everybody was happening. I'm going to show everybody what's really going on out here. That one thing Shedeur Sanders can do, play the game of football, y'all. Yeah, he can play the game of football. But, what y'all do, you haters will come by and say he can't play. Oh, he number one game. That game meant something because they're not giving that guy a fair shot in practice. He ain't doing but throwing shag balls in the back. Everybody else was giving reps. They was giving them to Gabriel. They was giving them to Pickett. We ain't gonna talk about Flacco because Flacco was penciled to be is inked to be the day one starter, opening day starter. But them other two guys that Shedeur had to battle against, they ain't standing on nothing. Pickett, come on, man. He got drafted by Pittsburgh. Someone was even thinking about paying him. They got his ass out of town. He went over there and he was a backup in Philly, and now he left and he went over there to Cleveland with an opportunity to start. He has a hamstring problem or something with his leg. Then they drafted Dylan Gabriel ahead of him. I ain't gonna show any highlights because it'll get me knocked down. So can't do that. That's NFL property. So I can show interviews and motherfuckers talking, but I can't show no footage. Not on a live. I can show it on a short, but not on a live. So I'm not at that capacity yet where I can have that ability to do that. We gotta have some numbers to do that. But at the end of the day, I mean, to really sum it up right quick, it is what it is over there in Cleveland. Nobody can take any credit for him except one guy. So much the general manager that took him anyway. The owner, he can't say shit. He can't take it. All he gonna do is cut checks. He ain't gonna get no guy, if Shedeur end up coming to be what I think he's gonna be, top 10 quarterback in the National Football League for a long period of time. Then creep up, probably be in the top 5 QB down the line, and might be able to turn the Cleveland Browns into a household name, something they ain't been since the late, great Jim Brown days. We know nothing about that. That before my time, that for anybody listening to me's time. Boom. People that knew about him, they in the ancestral realm. So we're not going to go there, right? So we just had to be real. That was over 60 years ago, 65 years ago. We ain't going there. But it had to be stated and had to be said. So, Brady got his doggone, he had to get his statue. He had to do it in preseason because he works in the NFL. He works for Fox. So they're not getting any damn primetime games no time soon until they prove it. So, yeah, so he had to get his statue yesterday or the day before, Friday night. So Brady's moving on. But we're going to talk about a lot more things tonight. We're definitely going to talk about what we saw in the league. We're definitely going to talk about what it is. We're definitely going to let y'all know what's really going on. But, we're going to get into the game. Absolutely, man. We're going to go and hit this button, you know what I'm saying, and hear what the people got to say. I can't play no clips. You got enough of them, or what I can play is what they got to say. So let me do some things. Let me blow up my chat the right way. All right. Let me see. All right. Yeah, there you go. So, okay, they're gonna change it up a little bit over here. I ain't done streaming in a while. So they're trying to change it up over here. More than, studio was still the same, but the beneath is still a little different. Nothing major. But probably should did a live a little earlier, Yeah, man. But at the same time, y'all, it's going down, man. The NFL is back, bitch. You know what I'm talking about? The league is back. You know what I'm saying? We got some interesting games, interesting teams. You know what I'm saying? Of course, I'm going to talk about them people in Dallas. Oh, boy, they went out there and embarrassed themselves tonight. All I learned in this game, man, coaching is inferior. See, I don't know about preseason games. What you take from preseason game is coaching. That's the first thing you take. And certain talent levels like Shedeur's and if quarterbacks, which Shedeur really no if, but by his draft status, he's an if. But by his talent, he's a definite should have been a first round pick. It's definitely going to be some furniture moving around some of these goddamn towns. You better hope that shit you seen other day with Shedeur is a fluke. For the Mickey Loomises of the world down in New Orleans, for the general managers over there in Las Vegas and in New York, yeah, they better hope. They better hope. But they can hope all they want to. Like I told some people earlier today, he might can't run a 4-2. But motherfucker got a mindset like Prime. Yeah. He gonna have his own. He gonna have a song talking about for the money, boy, when it's all over. Yeah, he playing for the money. Yeah, he got something to work for. Yeah, he ain't get the number. He ain't get the top pick money. He ain't run around got that $40 million guarantee like Cam Cam Ward. He ain't got that 36. You know what I'm saying, like Travis Hunter. But the key is he can get to the second contract 1 year quicker than the other ones. He got 4 years, so he can actually get it at his third season. So he's got to shine. Putting the cart before the horse, I know, but I have no doubt in my mind Shedeur Sanders is going to be a good quarterback in this league. He's going to deal, he's in a tough division. So, dealing with Burrow and dealing with Lamar Jackson. I like it for him. He shine out of that. We know he's somebody. He ain't hot. Aaron, by the time Shedeur get on the field, Aaron Rodgers be probably retired. Let's just be real. So I'm not gonna put Aaron Rodgers in there because it's a chance that Flacco play the whole year, mess around and have a decent record, and he might not play. But if Flacco and them have a struggle, in the second half of the season, Shedeur get in there, he'll play. Okay? He just moving up the pick order to make the team. Because right now, he's the full quarterback before Friday night. Full quarterbacks get cut. But he has moved up, in my opinion, because of no performances by Pickett, no performances by Dylan Gabriel. He moves up to 2. He go out here next week against the Philadelphia Eagles. They look good against the Eagles, against the champs. Over. Number 2 quarterback. He would be the backup behind motherfucking me Flacco. The other motherfuckers go sit their bitch ass down. The other motherfuckers can go find somewhere, go find some roster to jump on. They finna get traded. Dylan Gabriel might look for a home, buddy. He picked a hell of a time to get hurt. He picked a hell of a time to get hurt. These motherfucking niggas are crazy. But what we do over here, man? We chill over here. Finna step off and go get me a beverage. I should have had that already ready. I already know by the time I got back, it's going to be 0 in this motherfucker, so I ain't tripping. So, yeah, man. Yeah, man. So, we're going to get ready to find some people talking shit. So, I got to pull them up, see who would be talking shit. We'll go to X. All right. So, we're going to go over there via X. We're going to find the commentary of some of these people. We're going to have a reaction to the comments of some of the people y'all like and respect. I do have to, because it's football season, I do have to respond to the Gilly and Cam situation. I hadn't responded to it on live yet. It is what it is. We'll get into that. Definitely gonna talk about them boys over there and down. That shit. Whatever they got going on over there needs to stop. Definitely got a comment on some side piece on some NBA. I do have to talk about this sucker ass nigga named LeBron James. Y'all like to call him LeBron James? No, I'm tired of that. You know, he over there playing for my beloved Los Angeles Lakers, and he ain't getting shit done. I want him out. Yeah, we moving on to the white man. We ain't got time for no more niggas running no show in LA. We gonna go and let the damn European run it. Yeah, that son bitch finna come out, probably average 40 points a game and get the MVP. Yeah, so that's what Duke need to go out there do. Go get the MVP. You ain't got one chip. Go get the MVP. You know, go out there, motherfucker. Go get the MVP award. Shit, and then they'll build that motherfucker around you. But that's what we gonna look at. That's what we gonna talk about. That's what we finna do. We finna talk about it, be about it. We gonna let y'all know. Oh, I'm tripping on the comments. I know somebody probably hating on me. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you know, StreamYards have changed up a little bit, so some things look a little odd. I ain't been on here. Yeah, man. Shedeur. Yeah, I don't know about the change. Shedeur, nah, he ain't all that, brother. We ain't going there. Yeah, sometimes, you know. Thank you for subscribing to the game show. Glad you subscribed. Yeah, man. LeBron broken. Yeah, man. Yeah, he trash. So we've been getting into some game. Would have been a little more quicker. We you know, we got to set it up a little quicker. I got to get my mics and all that shit up. I got some other things I'm trying to incorporate with this shit down the line. So, but let's see what's up. Hold on, let me get this shit screen. Let's get the X. All right, man. So as we see, we don't care about that bullshit. So we will go to, you know, the Browns right quick. Get on into the main story of the platform. All right, so yeah, some things we probably can show. Yeah, we can show some of that. Yeah, man, goddamn perfect timing. Yeah, it show that perfect timing. Yeah, it show that. We can show that. Yeah. See if we can find some interviews, find some people talking. Yeah, we played that already. Black Twitter. Yeah, it can't be played, they say. It says homie Troy Brown corner back. Rocking with Shedeur. Nah, I don't want to hear you. We're trying to find some people that are like. Okay, look like this is.
Tony, I be hoping you be. Tony, I be hoping you got something positive to say about me. You always say negative stuff. And I'm like, I ain't do nothing to you. No. I ain't seen nothing positive that you ever seen. I did something positive every day. What up, Tony? Come on, Tony. What I do? What I do to you, Tony? You know,
He over there letting them niggas know. So Shedeur gonna let them know. He ain't gonna let you rock around this motherfucker thinking everything's sweet. And you ain't had nothing to say. What you gotta say now, pretty much. And we gonna be real. I mean, this is preseason football. We gotta be real. It's preseason football. So it's not hyperbole or nothing like that. But because of the circumstances that Shedeur is in, not getting a lot of reps in training camp. Basically, he was the fourth quarterback, so he's not getting any reps. He's lucky to get 1 or 2 throws. He might get 3 throws, right? Now, they showed him when the guys got hurt, his reps came up a little bit, you know. But as you look, as you look, yeah, we'll get into LeBron here in a little bit. We ain't talking about him right now. As we look, what happened when you get what happened when Stefanski started really sitting down with him and really discussing what he wanted to do? Because he's the fourth guy. It ain't too much discussion. He coming in there and he talking like overall in the quarterback room, right? He's not talking to the quarterback one-on-one because he's not the fourth. Now he's talking to him. He had to talk to him this past week. This past weekend, getting ready for this game, he had to finally, hey, sit down in there and say, okay, we got to sit down here. We got to chop this up. We got to figure out what we can do, and put his and put the best plays that Shedeur can run, put the best packages that he can run. That was a game plan for him. They say they don't game plan, but they do. Okay, you're a coach. You have to game plan a little bit. You got to understand what another team gonna do, even though it's based fundamental offense. Still got to run the plays that guy can run. He showed on the phone. He made 4 great throws into my brilliant throws, 2 touchdowns. He had other throws, but brilliant throws, NFL throws that you got to throw in the heat. Because Carolina was bringing heat, was blitzing him. He showed the touch. He showed, the zip to get that dig in there. He showed the zip again to get the dig in there on the touchdown. Even though they came with a blitz up the gut, he rolled up. He did step to the right, step through it on the second touchdown. First touchdown, threw right touch pass right over our hands over the defender, dove right in there. Got 2 feet down. Like I said, I always showed the touch with the one hand grab by 37. He was 100% in red zone efficiency. That means you got touchdowns. He just didn't get field goals. You got touchdowns, right? So when you get in the red zone, you're getting touchdown. Okay, so that's what it is. That's what it's on. That's what about. He took advantage of opportunities. Hey, Carolina is not the greatest team in the world. We know that. But hey, your first NFL start, for limited action that you got, very impressive. So what they tell me when he's got to get out, and what Stefanski say, he getting reps. He getting reps next week. Yeah, he getting the reps next week. That's what the coach said. He getting reps against Billy. I know he is. Because you got something on your hands, something you can coach. Because all you got to do is run the football. Because Stefanski like to run the football to be exact. So he got a couple of running backs he drafted in the draft. Ohio State and some other guy. So they got a couple of running backs they took. They're going to run the ball. Stefanski believe in ground and pound. So get your doing that bitch and they run the play action pass in that game. They're going to be very successful down the line when he becomes the guy. When Shedeur becomes the starter in that damn team, that team is going to be a team to be reckoned with. Right? So, what you mean? Well, he become a starter late in the year. Then 26 come. Watch out for him. They must round go 10-6. Well, what will be their record? Yeah, 10-6. Well, 10-7. Keep forgetting. I know about it. Cleveland ain't no burden. Cleveland finna get blessed. Cleveland want a damn stadium built there. Oh, let me show y'all this. Let me show y'all something that what they trying to do there. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. All right. So, let's see. I'm gonna get it for you. Hold on. Let me see. I ain't showing. There you go. So, sure I can blow this bitch up. I'm gonna try to. If I can't, I'll read it. Here you go. The Cleveland Browns are planning a new $2.4 billion stadium in Brook Park, Ohio, which is a suburb of Cleveland. The new stadium, which will be enclosed with a translucent roof, will be a year-round thing. I don't think.
Their vision for the Browns.
Here you go. Educate y'all right quick. So while y'all talking crazy,
Can a $2.4 billion stadium really reshape a city? In the latest updates on the Browns Stadium project, Cleveland's new football fortress will rise from an old Ford factory site, partially buried, topped with a glowing ETFE roof, and wrapped in controversy. Is this a game-changing marvel or a billion-dollar battleground? Welcome to Big Builds. Why Cleveland needs a new Colossus? For years, the Cleveland Browns have played at Huntington Bank Field, a stadium that opened its doors in 1999. This facility, now 25 years old, has served as the team's home, but it comes with significant limitations. The stadium is owned by the city of Cleveland, which means the Browns organization does not have full control over all potential revenue streams, such as parking or the development of surrounding businesses. This lack of control limits the team's ability to maximize its financial potential from game days and other events. Beyond the financial aspects, the current open-air stadium faces the harsh reality of Cleveland's weather. Located on the shores of Lake Erie, the facility experiences chilly lake effect temperatures and...
Now let me tell y'all something. Anybody talking about this? Everybody talking about Shedeur Sanders game, but ain't nobody putting the 2 and 2 together. Regardless of what the owner talking about, regardless of what these motherfuckers at, this stadium that they talking about building, they ain't submitted this shit to the city yet. Whoever they want to submit it to, because they do need to, whoever that Brook or wherever they do need a little help. They used to go in there, they go get 200-300 million, 400 million. That's to build the infrastructure around to get to the stadium easier for roads and shit like that. How you think they're gonna get it? They can't get it with them fucking bums at quarterback they already have. They need somebody that's gonna come in that motherfucker and is gonna put them butts in them damn seats. And Shedeur put butts in seats. So all Shedeur got to do, live up to what he is and get better. Which he has a mindset to get better. And they get what they want. So he's going to be a blessing because they ain't getting that right now. They can't walk in there with this bullshit they putting on the field the last 5 years. If they finna get a stadium, they're going to laugh them right out of there. They're going to laugh them right out of there. Perfect example. It was back in the day. I hate to use these motherfuckers, but Jerry Jones went and hired Bill Parcells in 2003. Same time he hired Bill Parcells in 2004, in the fall of 2003, he submitted a plan to get the stadium he got now. He submitted to Dallas. He submitted to Dallas. Then he submitted to Dallas. He submitted to Urban. He submitted it to Arlington. Rest is history. Well, they have Parcells at the time, so they're thinking, okay, they finna win. You know, they finna be good. So they sold it on them, and plus the money-making opportunities and all the revenue they can make for the city and all that other shit. But they have a winner, and then that's going to attract. And at the same time, regardless of what you think at that time, that's what they submitted, because Dallas didn't want to get Jerry shit. They just take that bitch to Fair Park. Okay? Irvin didn't want to give him shit. So Arlington took it. So now they're going to a suburb with the Browns. But guess what? They're going to have a quarterback in that motherfucker they can sell. You know what I'm talking about? So he's going to be a reason why they get what? A stadium. This old stadium they're showing, they're gonna show the new one, the blueprints and in the image of the new one.
Heavy snows, especially during the later months of the football season. This weather significantly limits the stadium's use to primarily football games, leaving it largely dormant for much of the year. The outdoor nature means fewer opportunities to host major concerts, large-scale sporting events, or conferences that require an enclosed, climate-controlled environment. The Browns' current home is simply not designed for the year-round activation that modern sports venues demand. The Haslam Sports Group, owners of the Browns, envision a new enclosed stadium that can host events all year long, transcending the traditional football season. This means a facility capable of drawing millions of visitors annually for concerts, major sports tournaments, and conferences, transforming the stadium into a constant economic engine for the region. This ambitious vision extends beyond the stadium itself, aiming to create a vibrant mixed-use district around it. A true city within a city, complete with hotels, restaurants, retail outlets, and residential spaces. This strategic shift from a mere...
And this is the blueprint. This is basically the blueprint that Foxborough has. This is basically, Foxborough has this blueprint. I fuck around with trucks, so I pass right by it. That's basically what New England has. There, you pass by there, got the stadium, and they got a whole lot of goddamn infrastructure. They got hotels, they got shopping malls, they got everything. So that's what they want to build. So, SoFi probably the same as well. So they want you to get you there, and they want you to spend a lot of money. All right, let's go.
Venue to a comprehensive entertainment ecosystem is a common approach in modern sports development, allowing team owners to capture additional revenue from hospitality, retail, and housing, which was not possible with a city-owned lakefront stadium. The move to a team-controlled site in Brook Park is a direct response to this economic imperative. Inside the Brook Park blueprint, the plan calls for a state-of-the-art facility that addresses the challenges of its location and the demands of a world-class entertainment destination. The Browns have made a definitive move, purchasing a huge 176-acre site in Brook Park for $76 million.
You saying you want to be an entertainment capital of the motherfucking game, and you sitting up here telling me that nigga, please. Shedeur Sanders ain't down. Shedeur Sanders, God sent, boy. For that damn, because they finna lose LeBron. LeBron finna retire. They ain't got nothing to gravitate to in Cleveland. You already got a guy, Shedeur, that already has made himself part of that community through the youth initiatives that he got going on in that town. He's going to have probably a foundation, the Shedeur Sanders Foundation. You already know that's coming, so he finna be cemented in that city. All he got to do is go out there and win. And all the goddamn Cleveland Brown do keep that defense they got. They got a good defense. They keep that defense over there. They got a decent offensive line. They build that line up. It's a done deal in Cleveland. It's gonna be some motherfuckers moving around. Cleveland ain't that bad. They just made the playoffs a couple years ago. So they're not that far. They're not that bad. You know, they were bad last year because they had no damn quarterback. So they want these stadiums and all this type of shit. Man, they better get their shit together. They better get their damn shit together. And you better get the goddamn Shedeur Sanders on that field. While you motherfuckers talking shit, you should have took Shedeur in the second round. He should have went in the damn second round. I understand you didn't take him in the first, but he should have went past that Dylan Gabriel. You could have played the game. Well, we knew he was going to fall. Fuck it. We're going to take it. I don't want to hear this shit out of these motherfuckers' mouth, man. Y'all some bullshit motherfuckers. Man, back to the game when we ain't never left.
$1 million. This vast tract of land was once home to Ford Motor Company factories, where legendary V8 engines were built. The industrial legacy of the site is more than just a historical footnote. Former industrial sites often come with inherent environmental and geotechnical challenges, potentially requiring extensive soil remediation and specialized foundation work to ensure stability for a massive structure like a stadium. However, this history also means the site benefits from existing infrastructure, including proximity to major highway interchanges and Cleveland Hopkins International Airport, which are crucial for logistics and fan access. To truly grasp the scale of this acquisition, imagine 133 American football fields laid out side by side. That is the sheer size of the property the Browns now control. This massive footprint offers plenty of room, not only for the stadium itself, but also for the extensive surrounding mixed-use development, a key component of the project's economic strategy. Architectural vision and bold design. The new Huntington Bank Field is designed by HKS Architects, a firm renowned for creating some of the biggest and most exciting stadiums in the United States, including the impressive SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles. Their vision for the Browns' new home is truly unique.
I just tell y'all, man, did I just tell you that? I didn't pre-watch this shit. I told you that earlier. SoFi. So they going to the same motherfucker. You see how it looking. They come from the SoFi model. SoFi is a damn beautiful ass stadium, boy. You can't take that away from the boys out there in LA. They did that shit. Now,
unique, blending cutting-edge design with a nod to Cleveland's rich industrial heritage. The stadium's exterior will reflect its industrial past, designed to resemble a modern production plant. It will feature a complex, irregular form with many angled surfaces on its roof and walls, covered in a mix of transparent materials and dark panels. Large multimedia screens will be strategically placed above the main entrances, enhancing the visual experience for arriving fans. One of the most striking engineering features is the full, transparent roof, made of a special material called ETFE. This material is significantly lighter than traditional glass, yet it allows natural light to flood the interior, creating an outdoor feel even though the stadium is fully enclosed and protected from the elements. This choice of material is not just for aesthetics. It is a practical solution for an enclosed stadium in a cold climate, allowing...
I mean, this stadium is set up for this guy. I mean, out of a sudden, now you might have been had this in the works, but you wait till after you drafted Shedeur Sanders, and now you want to let everybody know you're trying to come with a goddamn stadium. You think you? Let me tell you something about this league, boy, about this NFL, man. They know what they be doing. This is a hustle going on in the NFL. So this is what they're trying to do. I hate to say it, that because they tired of you race baiters. They tired of you damn race hustlers. The NFL want a black quarterback. I'm talking about black. We ain't talking about Mahomes mix. We're not talking about these mixed breeds. There's no diss to them. They want an African American, or you could say a Negro, to be something, so they can get out the racism business. So if Shedeur come in there and win three Super Bowls, they good. I can't say motherfucker can't win multiple Super Bowl. Y'all done. New generation of kids be seeing this, ain't gonna be able to say it no more. Majority of the damn NFL quarterbacks is going to be black here in the next 5 years. I ain't gonna be able to push that racism narrative no more. That shit over with. Parcells said that shit 20 years ago. He said all we can do is coach. All we can do is just draft and coach will come to us. He said that shit's gonna end where ain't gonna be none with the white T quarterback. White T quarterback gonna always stay around. Don't get it twisted, because there's some good ones out there, and it's only gonna be the cream to the top. A lot of bum ass quarterback like Richardson and these bums over there. Yeah, them bum ass motherfuckers over there. Dak Prescott really ain't shit. We're gonna keep it 100. These Geno Smith motherfuckers y'all want to pump up. These son of a bitches that ain't about nothing. Do it finna build a stadium for these motherfuckers. Finna bring an economy to this town. And this is a coincidence. Ain't nobody talking about this shit, is there? That's the difference from America's game. So when these other motherfuckers, I'm in depth, bro. I go to deep. I go down into the bottom of the game. I ain't just gonna sit up here and talk about everybody talking. Shannon ain't talking about this shit. These other Nick Cam ain't talking about this shit I'm talking about. How I goddamn me different? How I goddamn me separate myself to force you to listen to me? Bring information they ain't not even talking about. They're gonna wait till it actually happens. I'm telling you, this is gonna happen, and it's gonna be fast Shedeur get on the field, the fastest this goddamn stadium gonna get approved. Fast as he shine, he gonna shine. Ain't no doubt in my mind. I ain't worrying about him not succeeding. Failure ain't in that boy blood. They gonna have offensive lineman. He gonna still find. And the good about him, he been playing with terrible offensive line his whole damn life. So he getting in that field, he gonna still find a way to get his numbers and get wins. So ain't nobody worrying about that.
For potential natural grass growth if desired, and contributing to overall energy efficiency by reducing the need for artificial lighting. The design of this glass roof is intended to echo other famous Cleveland buildings that feature large glass pavilions, such as the Tower City Center Shopping Mall and the Cleveland Museum of Art, creating a sense of architectural continuity and connection to the city's heritage. This thoughtful design approach ensures the stadium is not just a giant box, but a building that integrates with its environment and history. The new stadium is planned to hold approximately 67,000 to 70,000 fans, a capacity similar to the current stadium. However, the seating arrangement and overall fan experience will be radically different. A key feature will be the iconic Dog Pound, the famous section behind the northeast end zone. This area is designed as a vertical wall of fans, engineered to be extra loud and energetic. Fans will be brought as close as possible to the field, with the visiting team even running out right beside them, amplifying the game day atmosphere. The Dog Pound will also incorporate safe standing room, a feature popular in international soccer stadiums, allowing fans to stand safely during exciting plays while maintaining a clear view. The design also aims to have the smallest upper deck of any large NFL stadium. This means more seats will be positioned closer to the action, lower in the bowl, specifically to create a more intense and loud atmosphere for the fans. This focus on engineering the acoustics and visuals to maximize emotional impact demonstrates a clear design philosophy, prioritizing an immersive, intense fan experience that makes the stadium itself a participant in the game day drama. Subterranean construction. A significant engineering challenge for the new stadium stems from its proximity to Cleveland Hopkins International Airport. Due to strict Federal Aviation Administration height restrictions, the stadium will be partially built into the ground. While the exact depth is not publicly stated, this technique is employed in other major stadiums, such as SoFi Stadium in Los Angeles, which is built approximately 100 feet into the ground for similar reasons related to airport airspace. This subterranean approach for the Browns stadium allows for a lower overall profile while still accommodating a massive structure. This unique design choice opens up new possibilities for the fan experience. For example, the Grand Concourse will be a wide, open space that feels like an upscale food hall, allowing fans.
Yeah, so basically it's gonna be a state-of-the-art type of stadium. And that's the only way it's gonna get built is through the player Shedeur Sanders. They're not getting this shit without him. Ain't no hope over there. And you know, they don't pay guaranteed money to bitch ass no goods like Deshaun Watson. You know, you had Baker Mayfield. You're looking terrible about Baker because Baker over there in Tampa still playing. You know, he over there throwing 41 touchdowns in the league last year. No, I don't want to hear it, man. And you know, and y'all got out of that business fast because y'all didn't want to pay him the big money. So, you know, we ain't gonna keep playing. We're gonna play a little bit of this more, you know, and just see what's really going on.
To walk directly into the stadium from the surrounding entertainment district. This transforms a regulatory constraint into an innovative design feature that enhances the overall fan journey. Building on a former industrial site, especially with deep excavation, brings its own set of complex engineering challenges. The site's history as a Ford plant means engineers will likely need to address issues such as existing old foundations, potential soil contamination from past industrial activities, and complex groundwater management. Advanced geotechnical methods will be crucial to ensure the long-term stability and safety of the massive structure, requiring careful planning for excavation, shoring, and foundation design. Cutting-edge field technology. While the exact type of playing surface for the new stadium is not explicitly stated, an enclosed stadium typically features advanced synthetic turf. This choice allows for versatile, year-round use by multiple events, not just football, and is generally easier to maintain than natural grass, especially in a climate-controlled environment. The current Cleveland Browns Stadium already boasts a sophisticated climate control system for its natural grass field. This system includes nearly 40 miles of underground pipes that distribute heated fluid from a series of boilers, keeping the grass root zone at a consistent 60 to 65 degrees Fahrenheit, even during the coldest winter months. This kind of advanced system ensures a perfect playing surface regardless of external weather conditions. The new enclosed stadium will undoubtedly feature an even more advanced climate control system, not just for the field, but for the entire seating bowl. This ensures comfortable temperatures for fans and optimal conditions for athletes year-round, making the facility truly adaptable for any event. The new stadium aims to redefine the game day experience through advanced technology and thoughtful design. Imagine walking into the concourse and finding frictionless markets where you can grab food and drinks without waiting in long lines. The Browns have already been testing express access facial recognition technology at their current stadium, allowing fans to enter the venue and even pay for concessions simply by scanning their face. Every seat will likely be equipped with a dog tag, a QR code that fans can scan with their smartphone to access a special digital portal. This portal could offer a wealth of interactive features, including real-time game statistics, engaging contests, exclusive social media filters, and even opportunities for giveaways. This technology is designed to bring fans closer to the action and to each other, fostering a more interactive and unforgettable game day experience. Massive video boards will be strategically placed above both end zones, including one specifically for the dog pound. These colossal screens will immerse fans with dynamic visuals, powerful sound, and vibrant light, ensuring that no one misses a single play, even if they step away from their seat to grab a snack. The financial playbook and legal hurdles. The Cleveland Browns' new stadium project is projected to cost about $2.4 billion, positioning it as one of the most expensive sports venues in the world. The Browns aim for a 50-50 split between private and public funding for this colossal undertaking. The Haslam Sports Group has committed to providing over $1.2 billion in private finance.
So let's get to it. That's the main thing I want to get to. How in the hell? Y'all ran off when they started talking about this money. Boy, that's just like a motherfucking nigga. Boy, y'all run off when it come to money, man. That's where it go right there. They want a 50-50 split between pretty much the county of wherever Cleveland resides in, the city. How you gonna get a 50-50 split? You think they really want to give these motherfuckers a stadium? They ain't winning. Now, it's all about the events outside of football. Because that's a multi-event stadium they want to build. You know, you see kind of the pictures they showed, you know what I'm saying? Final Four. They show boxing events in it and also concerts like Beyonce, you know, all the big hitters, you know, gonna come now. Kevin Hart, you know, he sell out them things a little bit. Kendrick Lamar, he was selling out AT&T Stadium. So of course they're gonna hustle that. But this is for the Cleveland Browns and the Haslam Group, right? You got to put you got to let everybody know you got a quarterback. That y'all gonna be winning game. That y'all gonna be having 70,000 to 80,000 in the stadium every time they play. Do they get a lot of people in the stadium now? Yes, they do. They sell out already. But they need to be what? That damn thing need to be on. That stadium need to be on when? Sunday night football, Monday night football, Thursday night football. You understand what I'm talking about? That's what that's about. And you got to have a quarterback in that motherfucker that can do that. And I think they got a quarterback that can do that. I think they do. I think they got a quarterback, and that is Shedeur Sanders. Is that right? Shedeur. All of a sudden, they want to talk about that? Huh? Coincidence, huh? They want to talk about a goddamn stadium as soon as they get a goddamn quarterback. Why ain't take him in the first round? Why ain't take him in the field? Why? It's called storylines, people. It's called storyline. Easy to sell that, man. They look like a genius, even though they don't. But to them politicians, they look like geniuses in there. If Shedeur get out there and win, they might submit that next year. They might try to get all the little fine tooth going before they submit it. They putting it out there to the public. Yeah. But when they walk in that motherfucker to get that, Shedeur need to been on the field in regular season football and bringing hope into what they think it be to that city. Where they think they're gonna finally done something they ain't never done. Be a Super Bowl champion. So you know who got their rings, right? You know that the Baltimore Ravens used to be the original Cleveland Browns, right? Yeah, they run around with 2 of their rings right now. Oh, good. So if you just look at if the Cleveland Browns had never moved, Armadale never moved, what would end up happening? Because Ozzie Newsome ass was up in there running the show in Cleveland. He had just got the general manager before they even moved. Look at what happened. So Cleveland ain't got nothing. Their history is their history is their history. You know, they were able to preserve the history of their organization. Thanks to that mayor back in 1995 said we're gonna petition them that you can move the team, but you can't have the history. You're gonna go build you a Ravens, you build you a new team. So historically, they would always say the Cleveland Browns is an expansion franchise, you know, because they came back in 99. But but they kept the history. So what we're saying is simple as this. They're not getting that with the shit they got going on that quarterback. You can't sell that bullshit over there. They need that goddamn Shedeur Sanders to live up to the pre-draft hype that he's supposed to be. When he was at Colorado and they were saying he was going to be the second quarterback taken in this draft, people saying that he should have been the first quarterback taken in good, yeah. But Cam Ward, came out of nowhere, took the spot. So that's what's going on in Cleveland, y'all. That's what Cleveland are doing. So all this old bullshit to trick y'all. No. Claiming like they're trying to save face if the guy failed, but when the guy succeeds, they're gonna get a $2.4 billion stadium. That's on the same level as SoFi Stadium over there in Los Angeles. That would, that's just a tidbit. We had to go and put that out there for you cats. For you slow motherfuckers in the back. The business of the NFL. Y'all too much worrying about the bullshit, worrying about the so-called racism and placism and classism in the league. Nigga, end of the day, it's all about what you do on that field of grass. Regardless of what you do was tooken, he was tooken. 1 overall, 144th overall. He still get on that field, and he still got to show everybody he's the shit. Regardless. He still got to go out there and earn. Yeah, he going to have to play for chump change, but if we go out there and play good, he gonna get endorsements that's gonna take care of him. Then he gonna turn around and get the money, so he can actually he can get his money back because he be able to get that third contract. You know what I mean? He's guaranteed to get that third contract. Might be able to slide and get a fourth one if he's slick. You get a fourth one, it's a done deal. You done made your money back because most of the contracts you get your big rookie, you get your second, and if you can get third, you're good. You know, but you might be able to slide and get fourth. So it's on him to go out there, keep the mindset he got, to show everybody, had a chip on his shoulder forever till he done. You know, until he done playing this game of football. I'll be old as dirt then, boy. I'll be old as motherfucker. Boy, that nigga he played 20 years. I'll be old as hell. And it is what it is, man. And that's what it's about. You know? Yeah, that's what it's about, man. So let's listen to some of the haters before.
Story time, Uncle Colin. So there were these two scientists back in like the 60s for 3M, the company 3M. And they were trying to create this super strong adhesive for the aerospace industry. But even though they're scientists and smart guys, they ended up creating a much weaker adhesive that was very removable. And that became Post-it notes, which are probably more important anyway. But the point being is they stumbled into wild success. And I think that's what the Cleveland Browns have done. The coach and the GM didn't want to draft Shedeur Sanders. And they did in the 5th round, 2 rounds after Dillon Gabriel. And he's crushing it. He's their best quarterback in camp. Colin, he's facing backups. Yeah, he's throwing to him as well. Sometimes you stumble into success. It's not a straight line. It's not linear. Brady with the Patriots, Brock Purdy to the Niners, Kurt Warner to the Rams. It's not always a straight line. So the staff, because they picked, and the GM, because they picked Dillon Gabriel 3rd round and Shedeur 5th, they're giving Dillon Gabriel most of the first-team reps, but not all of them now. Not all of them. The coaching staff cannot deny what's happening. And here's the difference. Let's forget.
Yeah. Now, this is the mindset before the game. It was probably Friday before it, right? Coach is coach. End of the day, coach is coach. They put the best players on the field. They don't give a fuck about draft status. They don't give a fuck. They can sit in that room and they ain't sitting there listening. How you think Shedeur got there? Coaches. They'll play dumb. Coaches. They ain't had a catch to say, we're going to take it. No. When they can't have a 5th round pick, they sit in that room. They say, hey, y'all, you guys should do Sanders here. What y'all think? The coach had to stand up in that bitch and say, do something with him. You can? Yeah. We ain't one bad. We'll coach him. Now you get him. And all you coaching them up to do is the shit that he had learned. The shit he might be missing that a rookie's gonna miss. They ain't doing nothing giving him the goddamn. They ain't doing nothing but filling in the blanks with this nigga. Filling in the holes in his game, in what he sees. They ain't gotta motivate this kid. They ain't gonna do none of that shit. Guys already the leader. You see the game last night? The veterans love him. The veterans love him. Jared Judy, the tight end, whoever his name, or Wojciech Walker, whatever his name is. Defense ain't saying too much about him. You know, you ain't heard Miles because he's a defender. So, he got to see the guy in real life. He ain't gonna give him credit until he get in the real game, and that defense go out there, get a sack, get the ball back to Shedeur with a minute left on the clock. They're down by 4. Can he go get him? Can he go get in the end zone and win the game? Then it's when you hear Myles Garrett co-sign. That's how defenders co-sign. They don't co-sign just you might have a corner that might say, yeah, because he throwing the Packers so they can see the rock coming. They see the ball, they can't get to it, but the leader of that defense is Myles Garrett. Myles Garrett ain't gonna give him no credit until he get on the field, and they gotta get a motherfucker off the field, get the ball back to the offense. Myles Garrett go do it. Ball back in your hands to do it. What you gonna do? But what he's saying, now he wasn't a big Shedeur guy at the beginning, but he giving you information based off what he knows and what he heard.
Get Flacco for a second. He'll probably start, and Kenny Pickett's not the future. Let's concentrate on the two kids. Shedeur Sanders is 34 of 44. 9 touchdowns, 1 pick. The most accurate quarterback easily in camp, 77%. Dillon Gabriel is the least of the 4 accurate quarterbacks, 54%. Okay, so I'm sorry, they're all throwing to the same guys, same protection, same coaching staff. And that's why you got to be careful about Dillon Gabriel. If you just talk about Shedeur Sanders and Dillon Gabriel, they did not have similar college experiences.
No, they did. Let's get to the college experiences that I had. Shedeur Sanders had the opportunity to go to better schools. He had to go with his daddy. Oh yeah, he was a 4-star athlete. He was a 4-star recruit coming out of high school, coming out the Christian Academy that he was at. Anyway, I forgot the name of it, but that's where he was playing at. He wasn't a bum. I told a motherfucker on TikTok, I said, if you put Shedeur Sanders in Alabama the last 2 years, Alabama and I hardly won a national fucking championship. Elite offensive line, elite wide receivers, an elite defense. You think he wouldn't have won that championship? Say if his daddy didn't have no interest in coaching, he probably would have been over there in Alabama. And guess what would have happened? He would have guaranteed been the #1 overall pick in this damn draft. But guess what? He believes in family first. Thanks to young Dolph, rest in peace, told him, hey, go with your daddy, man. You're going to be all right. You're going to still go where you want to go. Well, he was really supposed to go where he's supposed to win. He's supposed to win in the first round. That's what he's expecting to go. He went over there to one of the worst programs in the last 15, 20 years, called the Colorado Buffaloes. He come in there in his second goddamn season there. Couple of players away from probably being in the damn college football playoff. Well, I say being in the Big 12 championship game. They fucked up in Lawrence. And probably could have been where Arizona State was, and they could have been in the playoff. Probably would have got demolished, but they probably needed that accomplishment. That would have probably submitted him in the first round. Because he would have had to have brilliant games against Lawrence and brilliant games against, in the Big 12 championship. But it didn't happen for him. But they're telling you, he's outshining everybody in that building. He outworking them. He outshining them. He outperforming them. He galvanizing the community through his outreach. They had a big catastrophe over there. He went out there and he had a legendary day for the kids. Basically, pretty much an NFL experience type of day. Throwing the football, playing the games, doing everything like do the Super Bowl football NFL experience. He doing all that over there in Cleveland. He had a couple incidents. He's out here speeding. Nobody tell him what he was speeding to. What was he speeding to? You know what his answer was? I don't drive no more. I got a chauffeur now. So he got a chauffeur now. He ain't got no reason. He ain't got no problem. He had to pay a driver. He can't drive. Some bitch got a left foot. Some bitch got a left foot. See what more about this damn Conquer got to say. Might strike my ass. I don't give a damn. Let's go.
Okay, Shedeur Sanders has Travis Hunter and a bunch of non-Sunday players. Dillon Gabriel went from Powerhouse, Oklahoma to Powerhouse, Oregon. And Oregon, outside of Ohio State, Texas, and Georgia, Oregon had the most guys drafted. They had 10 guys drafted, NFL receivers, left tackles, right? So
yeah, like I just told you, man. Different when the guy got to get it out the mud. Different when the guy comes from playing down at HBCU. He was bigger than that, but he was like, I'm gonna help my daddy get up there. I'm gonna let everybody know my daddy can coach. So he made it a family affair to bless his father. And the father also blessed him. They was able to get up to where it was, to Colorado. Why everybody thought that Sanders was gonna quit, huh? You know, found out he was sick. Y'all thought, oh, he finna get out of there. He got something to prove. Deion got something to prove, dog. He got to win without him. He got to go out there this year, win the same amount of games or more, and win that Big 12. I know I'm digressing, but I ain't digressing too far. So he can prove everybody he's the best coach, and he's pretty much guaranteed to get an NFL job. He won't one. So Deion keep getting sick though. Bless his heart. Hope he can stay healthy, man. But man, back to the game we never left, man. But for real, and this one of these goddamn naysayers, he wasn't no pro. He wasn't no. Colin Cowherd was not no pro. I ain't gonna say he was a hater, but he was out there saying that, hey, you know, he thinking the guy's a little too, you know, he was pumping the company line. Now he's pumping the company line again. Why? Because the companies is telling them that this guy can play. We all know he can play. Who is you informing, sir? I told you motherfuckers he could play. First time I saw his ass play when first time I saw his ass play against TCU. But no, we're not counting that HBCU bullshit. You bitch ass niggas didn't count it. When he played against goddamn me, I said, okay, I knew the motherfucker played. He was down in HBCU. But I knew what he was doing to move the kid up to be in the draft. Try to get him to the number 1 overall pick. That was his goal. That's why they went to Colorado. Because they thought that people was going to give credit to the struggle, for taking a nobody. And a lot of them games they was in at the end of the year, in their first year, they was getting select. But then like in the middle of the year, they was in a lot of football games. So, fucked up the Stanford game, a lot of bullshit games.
Oh, Dillon Gabriel's playing with pros.
Yeah, he was.
Pros everywhere. Receiver. Rams drafted their tight end. The receivers, their left tackle. Pros everywhere. Great staff. One of the highest paid staffs in the country.
All right.
Shedeur Sanders had Travis Hunter.
That's it.
Doubled and tripled. So it's just like you and I. You can't compare a Yale GPA to a community college GPA. But if you give them a standardized test or they're taking the bar to be an attorney, okay, now it's fair. So that's why I think I don't want to hear about what Dillon Gabriel did in college. Shedeur didn't have that experience. The OTA and the mini camps, that's the standardized test.
That's right. That's right. Hold on. That is absolutely right. That is. So that's what it is. Dillon Gabriel. You put motherfucker Shedeur with with Oregon. They're not losing no motherfucking goddamn Ohio State that day. I don't give a fuck what Jeremiah Smith did. Nigga ain't finna score 8. So, any one of these power, you put Shedeur Sanders in Notre Dame, beating the shit out of Ohio State. I don't want to hear this shit, man. Cream rises to the top. And you finna see that Shedeur Sanders, if he had a fair opportunity to be the opening day starter, just like Cam Ward opening day starter, I'll tell you right now who's going to finish to be the better quarterback, and ain't going to be no fucking Cam Ward. Because another thing he motivated by, he got to beat him now. You hear what he told Cam Ward? Cam Ward talking about, nah, you can't get my jersey. You got to pay for that. Hell no. They ain't too much be kicking too much no more. They adversaries now. You know why? Because Shedeur Sanders, no. Shedeur Sanders had a name longer than before Cam. Cam came out of nowhere. No, he didn't. To be the number one pick, he did. So guess what? Shedeur Sanders got a goddamn. He got to get rings. He got to win Super Bowls. He ain't got no choice. So in the day, he say, "I'm better than you." He'll tell him to his face he better than. You wasn't better than me. You played for a better program for me at the time. You got good work ethic. You go out there, you interview very well. You went up there and told them people what they wanted to hear. Shedeur Sanders told them what they need to hear. You need a culture change. You need somebody that's going to change your paradigm in your organization. You coming to get a movement. You coming to get a culture. You coming to get some guy that can basically get 2.4, basically can get you $1.2 billion overnight to get you a stake. That's what you need. You need somebody that's going to galvanize the community, galvanize Browns Nation. I'm not a Browns fan. I'm just telling you this game. Galvanize the community, galvanize the league. Because the key to the NFL is storyline. Now, the storyline of Shedeur being the second pick overall in the draft, going to the Cleveland Browns, would have made a lot of sense. It wouldn't have been no problem. It probably would have been easier for him. Or they took him in the second round or took him in the third. Shouldn't have been taking no damn Dylan Gabriel. That was stupid. They wasted a draft pick. Now you're going to regret you took that. Now you got to start looking at that draft pick and who in the third round they could have took, in the next couple of years and see who they missed. Might not mean nothing because they got Shedeur Sanders. They're going to goddamn keep it up for them. I ain't care about that fucking game. That game ain't telling me nothing. That game ain't teach me shit. It taught you motherfuckers something. Didn't teach me shit. I know the guy. I know. Hey man, I saw him play. I listen to him talk. I know his mindset and his attitude. He got a very condescending attitude when it comes to this football shit. He cool outside of football, but this fucking football shit, he about his fucking business. He don't give a fuck about you. He went in and told them motherfuckers in that goddamn meeting room, "You ain't about it. Don't fuck with me. You ain't about winning no Super Bowls. Ain't no reason picking me. Ain't no reason fucking with me." And he in Cleveland now. So why he calling himself legendary? Win a Super Bowl in Cleveland. You legendary. You win one there, motherfucker. You might go down as the GOAT. In Cleveland, they ain't never won a goddamn thing in that fucking town, as far as football is concerned. Like I said, and used to even talking about when they were winning championships, and used to talking about it. Before my time, before anybody listening to me time. So ain't know what he was talking about. But under the modern day NFL, under the goddamn Super Bowl era, they ain't won a goddamn thing. They was out of the league 4 years. '96, '97, '98. They was out of the league 3 years. How long they was out. Came back in '99. So they had a 3-year drought of no football. So the whole history of that organization ain't never won a goddamn Super Bowl. So if Shedeur coming that motherfucker and win Super Bowl, it's over. He'll go down goddamn as one of the greatest motherfuckers ever played. He gonna overtake some motherfucker. All the Cleveland Browns got to do is do the right thing with the picks. All the Cleveland Browns got to do is draft well, supplement through phrases. All they got to do draft well and draft well and pick players and get niggas in that motherfucker they can know how to play. Because they got a good coach. Savansky's a good coach. He got a good offense. Savansky damn they had them goddamn. He went in the goddamn up and goddamn. Let me tell you something. There's a lot of motherfuckers. Hey man, I'm gonna tell y'all something, man. Cleveland Brown. Actually, they construction their defense. Pat Mahomes don't want to do that. So I need a quarterback that can goddamn scope. They can go out there and get 28, 20, go get 30. Don't mean you need it, but he can. That means you're gonna win again. I don't hear that. I'm gonna tell you what I know. I know football. I'm a football guy. I know football. I know what the hell I'm looking at. I done had debates with defensive coordinators and football aficionados that played the game and told me I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers evaluated the talent. Then I'm one of the baddest motherfuckers that ever seen football. I took school serious. I've been in football business today. I've been in football business. I didn't take school serious, so you gotta take school serious being in football business. To be over there trying to run, tell niggas what the pick talent. Shit, nigga, I'll go get some baddest motherfucking nigga money to buy. I'm gonna tell you what it is, man. We don't give a hot dick damn over at America's Game, boy. We put it down. When it comes to politics, come to sports, when it comes to this goddamn female and male dynamics, we do not give a damn. We just tell you how it is. We ain't here to sugarcoat nothing here. Hey, you talking about? I told motherfuckers in 03, nigga, when Romo was an undrafted rookie free agent down there, and I told the nigga as a quarterback, regardless of what you think of Romo could play. Bottom line, he might win, but he could play. He just ran some bullshit motherfuckers, and they don't want to put no team together around his ass worth a damn. Then they turn around over there. Shit. I told you it was some bums out here. I told people Jamarcus Russell wasn't shit. I told nigga Blaine Gabbert wasn't gonna never be nothing. I told you don't get out here and talk me about no Blaine. Don't you ever talk me about no Blaine Gabbert ever again in my life. I went over there and watched 5 minutes. I went and watched 5 minutes of film on this. Some trash shit ain't nothing. And another nigga that played down just at the Blaine Gabbert, that other motherfucker, he wasn't nothing either. I told them some bitches over there, that some bitch over there, they took over there out of BYU, they went to the Jets, ain't shit. That Richardson motherfucker ain't nothing. Kristen Ponder ain't nothing. Jake Locker ain't nothing. Pumping these bombs up around me, man. That dart boy they over there pumping up over there. That some bitch down there, that goddamn quarterback they took out of Louisville over there. They know it ain't gonna be nothing. Ain't gonna be nothing. What about Cam Ward? Cam Ward gonna be something. Don't mean nothing. Because these niggas better get out of here. Yeah, he was. We don't give a hot nigga damn about this football shit. We tell you what it is. We're gonna tell you what's going on. I'll tell you what's going on out here, man. They playing game with me. These some bitches running around here telling me about Dylan Gabriel better than Shedeur. Man, you motherfuckers smoking crack. You don't know shit about no damn football. Football intelligence is straight trash. You lying to me, boy. Dylan Gabriel. Don't get out of here talking me about some goddamn Dylan Gabriel. And when he got up there against them goddamn Ohio State Buckeye, when it really mattered the most, he didn't do a goddamn thing. I don't want to hear shit about it. I don't give about no BYU, nigga. Y'all telling me about some football team, man. Clearly need your ass whooped. You know you should do a Sanders third round and not race your draft pick with no bomb. Ain't no Dylan Gabriel. And that Pickett boy ain't shit neither. You got Pickett before you got Shedeur. You signed him in the Fraser period, so we ain't gonna trip. But you ain't do nothing. I brought Black Flacco because Flacco, you had a little success with Flacco a couple years ago. You made it to the playoff when he replaced that Dylan, when he replaced Watson. But y'all telling me what? What y'all telling me, man? Motherfuckers telling Achilles tendons and all type of shit. Man, I don't want to hear nothing out of these hoe ass niggas. Hold on right quick, y'all. Find some more niggas talking. Now, I could probably show this to you, and I am.
Panic, and then he...
Got my boy Balls now. So we're going to show this to you.
Shedeur, trust his protection right here. Free hitter coming, trust it. But he doesn't panic, and then he whips it for the touchdown. That's a great throw. Okay. Red zone score, like...
Hey, would I do that? There you go. Oh, let me move it around. Gotta get smarter in the device, boy. Keep it small so we can play it. Let me let Balls in tell you, motherfucker, what happened. All right. Take me too long.
Shedeur, trust his protection right here. Free hitter coming, trust it. But he doesn't panic, and then he whips it for the touchdown. That's a great throw. Red zone score, like, trust the protection. Don't run out of the pocket. Stay there. That's a nice job by Shedeur. That's a good job. That's a great throw. Shedeur, trust his protection right here. Free hitter coming, trust it. But he doesn't panic, and then he whips it for the touchdown. That's a great throw. Red zone score, like, trust the protection. Don't run out of the...
Hear what he got to say? Let's listen to this post-game interview.
Get into my group. When you don't play for so long and you get back out.
Shedeur, you look so comfortable tonight. Whether it's the boom box as we saw you coming in, the dance and the wrist flexing, or the accuracy and the pocket movement. What did you want to show people tonight?
I'll just get my feet wet. That's it. You know, this is a good practice showing overall. So I feel like I did everything, you know, I could tonight. I feel like there's definitely room for improvement, you know, in many areas overall, and just consistency and getting in my group. When you don't play for so long and you get back out there, you got to find your rhythm. You got to find your groove. This is the first time for everything. This is the first time not even having Pops as the coach where he know me, you know what I mean? So it's definitely changed and it's definitely different. So it's just adapting to it. But the way how everybody was today and the coaches, you know, I'm just thankful for the opportunity, and the guys out there playing. It was different. You know, it was a different vibe.
You mentioned the rhythm. You've done a lot of waiting this spring and summer, but today was your opportunity. Led 3 touchdown drives, threw 2 touchdowns. What would you grade your performance today?
I would say a C+.
C+? Why?
Yeah. It's passing. It's passing because we got the win. You know, that's first and foremost, and that's.
Now what they tell you about this man? He know what this is. This ain't shit. This is preseason football. C+. You know why it's a C+? Because he had a couple of drives early in the game. He didn't do nothing on. C+. Now, in our eyes, 14 to 23. No. He think he should probably been 18 to 23. Probably could have been 9. Probably could have been, if he made a couple extra throws, he might could have been 24 or 30. That's how he thinking. See, he thinking big picture. This ain't nothing, man. This is a quarterback mindset. He just says it differently than anybody. But if you listen, so you looking at him and looking at him. Your quarterback. He ain't satisfied. This ain't nothing. Hey, man. He know what he is. He know he should have been the second. He know he should be the first overall pick or the second. But guess what? He in the league now. It's time to be the baddest motherfucking quarterback ever played. Fuck that damn pick status I got. I don't give a fuck about 144. Ain't no 144 motherfuckers better than me. Ain't no 144 motherfuckers better than him. And all the key is, he need to go show it, right? And he can't show it in this game. All he had to do today was just show everybody, yeah, bitch, I can play. That's all he did today. Okay, I can play some football. But is this my best game? Come on, man. Y'all better stop playing with me, boy. Stop playing with me.
Extremely important, but, you know, Pop said, you know, take advantage of the opportunity, and I don't feel like I did. So, you know, I feel like I let him down a little bit, but on the team behalf, I feel like I ran the offense pretty well. I feel like I got to my decisions, and there's some things I could have done better, and different process where I could speed my feet up. So, you know, I'm just thankful for the opportunity. I'm happy, you know, we won, but it's definitely still time to go to work.
Right. Obviously, you're critical of yourself. I think a lot of people at home would think you put on a show. What is the element you want to improve on the most that you said you thinking you let Pop down on?
I would say definitely getting to that rhythm early. You know, that's something I've been working on even since college, you know. So we can't, there's no circumstance we could start out, you know, throwing 0-1 off rip, because then you go in the hole and you got to get back out the hole. And one thing I pride myself on is getting out the hole. So, you know, whenever you go down, you ain't going to go too deep down. You're going to get back up, and, you know, you're going to keep doing it over and over and over again. So I'm just thankful for the opportunity, thankful for, you know, being out here, being able to have fun. Just everybody's dream to come out here and, you know, play the game free. And that's, you know, what I'm thankful for.
You talk about playing the game free. It looked like it. Let's talk about your two highlights. You had the touchdowns, and it looked like tight windows. Yeah. Can you take me through each of those plays and what you saw inside the pocket?
I'm not even sure. I don't even remember that, honestly. But it was just trusting the reads, and, you know, the guys getting there. So it's a feeling, you know. And I know when I got that and I know when I got that feeling. So when you're out the rhythm for a second, you know it. You got to find different ways to get in that mode and get in that rhythm. So that's what it is. I felt like I had small pockets of, you know, finding out how to get into that, you know. So.
Did y'all remember this man's draft stock? He was the best pure passer in this draft. Number one, for his pass. Best pure pass in the 2025 draft process. And then he went out there and showed you. Let me tell you something, man. Some bitch put the ball where it needs to be. Put the ball where it's supposed to go. Keep it away from the people that ain't supposed to be around. Well, we don't see some people that was worried. We don't see quarterback win lower than them. We don't see quarterbacks win undrafted and became somebody. But this kid here has got what I call the it factor. Yeah, they gonna learn. Somebody finna go get them a damn brand new stadium over there, and goddamn it, the Cleveland Browns is finna be a household name. When you think of Cleveland, you're going to be talking about like it's the next generation, the alpha generation of kids. They're going to be running around and talking like the Cleveland Browns or the goddamn fucking Chicago Bulls or the fucking 49ers or the New England Patriots or the goddamn Kansas City. I'm just telling you, man, I know what I'm looking at, and I know football, and I'm going to say this. Cleveland ain't been drafting bad when it comes to other players. They have been terrible at the quarterback position. They had drafted other talented players. They had drafted good wide receivers. They done drafted goddamn good offensive linemen. They done hit on everything except a quarterback in that town. I'm telling you what I know. I don't watch the Cleveland Browns for years. Now, I'm a fan of them. Hell no. I'm just telling you, they have been drafting some good talent around that. But when you in, this is a quarterback-driven league. Everybody knows it's a quarterback-driven league. It ain't no damn quarterback. You ain't got shit going on, baby. I'm just telling you what it is and what's going on. Don't y'all sit up here and tell me about no football. You bitch-ass nigga don't know nothing. Man, back to the man. Let this young man talk. We gonna have to talk between just for the game, man. But
I just got to find out, regardless of anything, how to get into that early and often and having endurance in them windows.
you talk about reps. What do you think this performance should mean for you and your reps and what you can do in this Browns quarterback battle?
I'm not really concerned about that at all. You know, I only can control what I'm able to do and get out there. And this was reps, you know, for me. Mm-hmm. You know, so this was a lot of reps, you know, overall for me. So I guess this is my practice, you know, and I feel like practice went good today. We won.
The best reps you can get, ain't it? Man, told you ain't getting no reps. You ain't getting no reps in training camp. Come out here. We got some. Yeah, the last week leading up, because he had to be the guy. So the coach had to get out there and give him a goddamn game plan. Probably ain't worth a damn. I seen what he was doing, man. He was running some bullshit ass play. If you watch the game, I seen what Cleveland was doing. I seen what Stefanski was doing. He was calling some bullshit early in the first down. Calling them bullshit. Knew they were going to lose 4-5 yards. Seeking the kid get out of the hell they was going. The coach put him in hell. Can he get us out? Got him out. Even Stefanski was over there trying to see what he can do. That was good coaches do, boy. They did all of this to hurt Dion while he almost about to lose his life. His son got drafted in the 5th round, and God still made a way to have him start preseason like Mo. Yeah. Yeah. You actually said it paid bum. You actually put it, subscribe to this game show. You're actually right. After everything, he had the same platform Cam Ward had. Come out there, preseason open. Cam Ward was a nigga down there tapping. And goddamn, Shedeur was a nigga over there in Carolina. I'm talking about the venues they played in, not the teams. So, because the draft pick is just the money, your money that you're going to get before you prove yourself. But when you get on this field, you got to prove yourself. Crane rises to the top last time, I say. Crane rises to the top, y'all. Yeah, we sitting up on there. We're supposed to be sitting now. You know, we don't really advertise, but I ain't getting no advertising nowhere. So we're just telling you what it was, man. We're just telling you what's going on. This ain't surprised me that this kid came out here and did this, man. I was not shocked that he was gonna go. I knew he was gonna. I told people before that he's gonna shine. Now, is that breaking news? Let me say this. There's a lot of y'all root for him to shine. Right? I saw the draft status, man. I said, man, they finna fuck over. The damn president told him, what are you doing? Yeah, even Donald J. Trump said, I don't know what y'all got going on. Why this guy ain't gone? Yeah, do you know football? And Cleveland Browns, they can't get all the credit because they took that bullshit Dylan Gabriel before. They took him 3rd round. Cleveland Browns would get a lot more credit today. Because they took Dylan Gabriel, ain't nobody really going to give them motherfuckers no credit. But guess what? And about credit sometimes getting, they're going to always throw it in their face. Shedeur going to always throw it in their face. He'll never let them forget that shit. Never. If he becomes a Hall of Fame quarterback, pray I hope I'm around when he go in the Hall of Fame. I'd be like 75. Because he probably going to play 20 years. You know, because these kids playing a long time now. So 25 years now, 2050. This motherfucker gonna talk, gonna remind you motherfuckers on this damn field. God damn it. That what? They took a guy ahead of me, man. He the type of guy that he got that I'm not saying I'm not gonna say that he's that, but there's a guy that will remind you about your bullshit. His name was Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He'll remind you. I ain't saying he's Michael Jeffrey Jordan. I'm saying he becomes successful. He will always remind you who you took in front of him. All I gotta say to Cam Ward, you better succeed, sir. You know why? This motherfucker here is gonna remind everybody you took Cam Ward ahead of me. So it's the people running around ahead of him. They better shine. They better live up to every billing they got. Because he gonna tell the world you took him over me. So he better not never hope no business nobody. He better not never be in no Hall of Fame, Shedeur Sanders. Is I'm saying he gonna do that? No. I'm just telling you. You haters, he gonna remind you motherfuckers. I just showed you a clip. He ran into a guy after the game and reminded him. He gonna remind you motherfuckers. He gonna remind you motherfuckers, man. He ain't gonna let no motherfucker that was shitting on him gonna think he gonna come over there and goddamn me suck up to him. Like, oh no, you didn't. You ain't believe me, boy. He got all the press clippings. No, he's old school, so he don't get newspapers no more. So he ain't got a scrapbook of all the hate. But I guess what he got, he got a screenshot of all the hate. Yeah, he get somebody to screenshot every hate, put it up in a digital scrapbook. You screenshot hate now. But I'm gonna digress from Shedeur Sanders. I just had to come out here and put it on record for these haters and these sucker ass no goods that he even told you. Hold on. I think he finished. Let me see if he is. Now he got a little more to go. Let's play a little more of the interview.
Yeah, absolutely. Last one for me, I saw you giving some love to Jimmy over there. You got a lot of love on the internet. Your dad been live tweeting. LeBron tweeted you out.
Oh, that's
what do you think about when you think about the love, whether it's in person or people at home supporting you?
Well, definitely you gotta understand what I'm playing for. I'm playing for a lot of people and a lot of beliefs. You know, overall, I'm playing for those who don't have a voice. You know, so who I'm playing for is people locked up. You know, they text me, sending me like, bro, we rooting for you. Like the external motivation, you know, I have is crazy, and I channel that, you know, to make sure it's always gonna be motivation. So regardless of how I'm feeling, regardless of anything, you know, I know it's a lot of people count on me to succeed. So I just gotta make sure, you know, I stay positive and stay everything.
You know, you done had the people's champ. You done had the people's president. But I think Shedeur, in my opinion, preceding race is going to be the people's quarterback. I think the last people quarterback, Brady wasn't the people's quarterback. Let's quit playing. He was just great, but he wasn't the people's quarterback. A lot of you motherfuckers like no Brady. No. How you become the people's quarterback? It's like Steph Curry. You can't say nothing negative about no Steph Curry, boy. Can you? Put in the chat, you can say anything negative about Steph Curry. As a player, as a champion, and he's now as a man. You can even talk about his wife with the little bullshit at the end of the day. Didn't phase him. Still won another championship at that bullshit. Then won another two at that bullshit. Ain't nobody gonna sit up here and say no negative shit about no damn Steph Curry. And you ain't gonna say nothing negative about this kid. You know why? Because when you play for laughing stocks, Golden State was a laughing stock for a long time until Steph got there, got a couple more ball with him. They ended up and go get Kevin Durant. cement their legacy as one of the greatest. Ain't nobody talking crazy about them goddamn Steph Curry. You can't get nobody in the comments say fuck Steph Curry. And if you say fuck Steph Curry, you just trolling. What Steph Curry got to do it? We see what Shedeur playing for. He's playing for the Cleveland Browns, a.k.a. the Cleveland Hash Browns. A downtrodden organization ain't won nothing. Can't find a quarterback to say they damn like. Can't find a quarterback to say like. Then have some so-called good quarterback coming there, can't do nothing with them. And most likely, history repeats that they ain't gonna do nothing win, right? Well, it's gonna be real now. You know, during their history, they shouldn't do nothing with Shedeur, huh? I ain't gonna do something with him. You see what he talking about? He talking about, hey man, he ain't robbing the game. Last man that talked like that was Michael Jeffrey Jordan. He ain't robbing no game. He ain't robbing the game. Saying he on that level. But that's how Jordan talk. He ain't going out there. He gonna give you 82. And he gonna give you he gonna give you this all every 82. Call that love of the game club. Long as I love the game, I'm gonna give it to you. Why I don't love the game out? I love the game club. I'm not saying that kid is on that level. I ain't saying it. But who talk like that? That motherfucker talk like that, talking about, hey man, you're big me, dog. Last time I checked, you know, he's more selfish, but he said, hey, I'm hey man, I gotta go out here, I gotta perform. What they say? Ain't no iron team. It is iron win. And goddamn it, Shedeur say, I gotta win. I gotta perform. Anytime I got them feel low, all I gotta do is go to the mailbag and put out a letter. Anytime he feel like me, he don't feel like going out there doing that extra work, running that extra mile. Pull out a letter. Pull out a text. Basically, pull out a letter. Letter of somebody. Talking about what they went to, how they looking for inspiration through Shedeur Sanders. People do. A man that has been in pretty much adversity, pretty much his whole career in football, actually. He didn't have it easy. His daddy put him through the obstacles on purpose. He didn't give him the easy way. He already, let me tell you something. Deion had them niggas in the hood playing football. Down now at the Deion Sanders schools he had over there in Dallas. I forgot the name. Prime U. He even talked about it. He said, I gotta put my boys down here in the gutter, play against some dogs. Said they got a dog in them. They even feel like they got a dog in them. That's what it is, man. Now I know it might sound like hyperbole, but this is him. He always been talking like this. This ain't nothing new he doing. That's why when he went in there in those interviews and the way he talked, it'll rub some NFL owners the wrong way. But they're not listening. They hearing, but they're not listening to him. That's him. He what you want as a quarterback. He about this business. He's going to wear the jury. He's going to goddamn me throw up the perfect timing. But he's going to put in the fucking work for it. That's Timothy Deion. Deion going to show you the success, but he's going to work hard for it. We know he ain't gifted to run a 4.27. If he ran a 4.27, he'd have been number one overall pick. No hands down. If he was blessed to run a 4.4, he'd have been probably number one overall pick. Let's just be real. But he wasn't blessed with that. Regardless of all the shit they didn't like. That motherfucker ran a 4.27 like his daddy did. There's no doubt in my mind he'd have been number one overall pick. But he don't run that. So they penalize him because he don't run that. No, he's a fucking quarterback. What quarterback do? But one, what's his name? Michael Vick? Only one of them motherfuckers that ran in the 4.3s and shit. Ain't no quarterbacks running that shit. Hell, Lamar Jackson might run a 4.4 or sub 4.4, probably might run a 4.4 flat, but he's so elusive and quick, you know, and cut so good. And when he gone, he gone. So you ask this motherfucker to have something that not too many motherfuckers gonna have. Which probably would have hurt him at being a quarterback that he is today, of getting the ball out of his hand and being efficient and letting the people do the work around him. And that's no diss to Lamar. Lamar do the best he can. He's trying to be a passer. But this kid walk in as a pure passer in this league.
Throughout whatever's going on, because it truly don't matter, because you got a lot of people that believe in you. There's a lot of 12 jerseys out here still, and it's amazing. Like, you know, I was just in college, and, you know, last time I was in the NFL stadium, you know, I probably seen Dad play when I was like 2, and he was for the Ravens. So, like, for me overall, it's just, I'm just thankful for it. And sometimes, you know, I don't understand the magnitude of things because I'm such in a bubble. So I'm just thankful that, you know, it's a lot of people that have support.
Absolutely. And tonight it seemed like it was perfect timing. Appreciate you, my man. Thank you. Shedeur.
All right. And that's it, man. That's it of that. So, you know, end of the day, man, kids showed everybody what it was. For now, that's just the tip of the iceberg, brother. That ain't him. What you gonna see when he around the player, real player, real line. See when he really when you know, because how many starts it take for him to be a star? Well, 32 starts, so 34 starts for him. When he be able to see everything thrown at him. The problem gonna be might not be no problem, but the problem could be, of course, offensive line, play calling, defense not living up to what it need to be, them type of things that can hurt his journey, right? But if he get adequate blocking, defense do what they want to do, and the coach staff put him in position to do what he need to do, you know, giving them outs and shit. For quarterbacks is you give a play, but you give him 2 outs. You know, he can go to this and this every time. Oh, they on that bullshit, I can go to this. He can goddamn me, ha. What you going to be able to do? Ain't going to be no problem for him to be able to ovalize, go to something different. So, and get him in the best play possible when he gets total control of that offense. You know, and when to do things, when to go, when to just milk the run game, when to do this, you know, where the quarterback is also basically calling out plays for the coach. That's when you really at the level when you're doing that where, you know, chess not checkers. And that's the level of the game that we don't know we don't know yet. Can he show it a little bit? He got some chess about his game. We don't know yet. I believe he does. You know, I believe he do. But we're not gonna learn that until you get into the real field of play. You're not gonna learn it in his rookie year because he's gonna run the plays that they call because he's a rookie. Second year is how this go. They start opening it up for a little bit, start making them do a little freelance. And when they let them freelance, then the offense goes to the next level. So say you got an offense where he running the plays and they probably score 27 points a game. But the next year they get an offense and they let them freelance. You know, they giving them outs, check with me. That's what they call it, a check with me, right? And offense go averaging 30, 34. This is projection. We project over here. We don't give a damn about this preseason game. Confirmation that he can play. We know he can quarterback. He has the fundamental ability to quarterback. That's all we learned Friday. That's it. He can quarterback. Now, We don't give a fuck about this preseason shit no more. Now, I take the back. We do, because they got Philly next week. Only reason why. It wasn't Philly, we probably wouldn't give a damn. But they playing Philly next week. Got a good defense coordination going on over there. But Fangio, this is a test. Because he's going to start. He's going to get a lot of play. Now, is the other guys going to be ready to come back? They might. So they might limit him a little bit. Might be good. They do. I don't say it's a bad thing. He already pretty much established himself. But if he got to go out there and do what he did today, did Friday, and do that against Philly, against a real defensive coordinator, because who they played last? What was bullshit coordination? So it'd be we go to call it down the middle. Now, he got another test. Can he go out there early? Because the key is score early. It ain't route scoring late. When you watch the game, he scored two of his touchdowns in the first 2 quarters. That's real football. That second half bullshit ain't real football to me. So he go out there, do something early against them, and then he might end up getting some starters that might play with him. He might get a few second string guys play with him. Might not get no ones, might get a few second string. They might put some second strings. They might put some starters out there. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? I don't know Cleveland like that. I don't know what their motto is. I don't know if they're just gonna let Shedeur see what they can do so they can be number 2 quarterback and go on about their business. But Flacco might play. He might play next week. And if he do, it's good. Let him get out there, get a drive or 2 out there. Most likely they'd give him a drive. Then let Shedeur come in there and play the rest until beginning of the third. Come out there and then drive. He go sit down. Let the Huntley kids and the other guys play, right? So, but I'm not saying that the Dylan Gabriels might be back ready to go. Picks and them might be ready to go. Who knows? You know what I'm saying? Do got hamstrings though. So, so we don't know. So I ain't gonna say I know everything. I don't do that. But that's a test. It's Philly, real good defense coordinator with Vic Fangio. So he's gonna try to play. He's gonna try to exploit it. So this is a game coming up that's really gonna show really everybody that okay, they got a little film on them. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. They can use some things, the Philly, and they're gonna try to come with a package to come after him. Not to hurt him or whatever, but to come after him and see can he shine. So he's playing a better coach football team than what he played last week. And that's really what all this preseason shit, when you play good coach football teams that know how to coach, you know what I'm saying, and put people in position to make plays, and can they make them? Do they make them all the time? No. I have somebody run over the middle, deep ball, drop it. He's that's not ready for this league. But the play was called and you saw it. Oh, yeah, they called a good play. They dialed that motherfucker up. The motherfucker just didn't execute. So that's how it goes. So that's what Shedeur see next week. You're gonna see a pretty good coach football team. And then he's gonna have to get out there and show everybody that he can go against good coach. And put 14 points on the board against that. Don't turn the ball over, because he could have he can go have this good game, come right back down to earth and have a 2 interception game. It could happen, So it's gonna be real. We're not gonna sit up here and be on some goddamn. But what I'm talking about is projecting the kid gonna be good. So it don't matter what happened this week in me. But if he go out there and he look good again, now you see Mitten in number 2 spot. Now he got the people on earth. Okay, he could be number 2. This week coming against Philly, most likely at home, we'll see him as number 2 guy. He's not overtaking Flacco right now. It's not happening. It's not gonna happen. Relationship not gonna happen. Okay, it was the old school. It was an old school. You know what I'm saying? When you had the 4 preseason games and they was playing Flacco a drive. They played Shedeur this game. They come back this week. Next week is gonna be Flacco. 2 drives. They don't do shit. They goddamn say, okay, we'll throw Shedeur and we'll give one more series to the starters, and then he go out that bitch and score. That type of shit, different. But they don't do that in the days, and they don't do that in the days preseason. They don't. So all he can do is go out there. You know, if he get to start, he might not, but I might not play Flacco none. Who knows? But you know, because usually it used to be the third preseason game when they had 4. Third preseason game was dress rehearsal. Supposed to be the second green break, but they don't do dress rehearsals no more. You know, they don't do dress rehearsals no more. So some teams still play their guys, but the third preseason game used to be a dress rehearsal. They don't do it no more. So at the end of the day, I just think Shedeur Sanders, you know what I'm saying? He's got to go out there and shine one more time. Just be serviceable this week. Not saying that Philly going to run all blames to glory, but at the same time, they're going to cope. Big Fangio ain't going to play with him. He going to come at his ass. That's what Vic do. So see how we talk ball here. We don't do this sucking shit these niggas be doing, man. We don't sit up here, man. We don't dick suck. We don't just be co-signing. We just telling you what we're going to tell you the pitfalls he can have that's coming up. Well, he could have a 2-7 game. Look like shit. I'm gonna be real. Do I believe he's gonna look like shit? I believe he's gonna have a mixed bag type of game. I think he's gonna look good. He's gonna make a mistake because he's playing against a better coached opponent. Because he's not gonna be going up against the starters of Philly. You know what I'm saying? We're going against the backups of Philly, right? So at the same time, just to put it out there for you, is if he can survive that and where he go out there and he throw 2 touchdowns. He's got there 14 to 23. No interceptions, no fumbles. Boom. He might be moving up to be the opening day starter. Do that. Or he go out there and he go for like 3 touchdowns or something like that. Because they might try to press up. That might make, you know, what they call mud the front, sugar the look. That when they're gonna try to play, you know, try to bump, you do all this shit, niggas getting behind him, he drop back, boom, 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 throwing it, boom, 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 drop back foot on him. It can go either way. And what we're gonna learn about Shedeur this coming up week. This is one of them fuck up bigs games. Philly gonna fuck up big, or Cleveland offense gonna fuck up big. What that mean? A big play is gonna happen. Or somebody gonna force some shit. Watch out. I'll be back. Because what we're going to do, we're going to talk about Shedeur every week. This is content. And I'm going to talk about the shit that these motherfuckers ain't talking about. We don't. Y'all go over there and holler at them other niggas. I know who I am. I'm a nobody. I'm this Prince Pierre, a nigga that's sitting over here drinking beer, chilling. But we don't give a damn about it. We just telling you what it was, man. We just telling you what it was. But let me get into the undesirable right fast before I get out of here today. So go back to what I was on. I didn't mean to really kick that out, like using X, but let me see. Damn. Hold on right quick. Let me put this on. All right, so let's go to the laughing stock of the National Football League right now. Yeah. It is your damn Dallas Cowboys. This bullshit that's going on over there, and I'm moving on. That's why I say these bitches for last. Let me see. I don't know what the hell going on there. I'm going to show y'all something today about coaching. Okay? So, prove my damn point. Because nobody played their guys over there in that piece of shit place. Let me hear something I want to hear. Let me hear, coach. That's what I'm looking for. So, I'm looking for a pros game. So, This is what we got going on, right? This is what we got going on. Oh shit, I didn't get it on. Hold on, my bad. So this is what Dallas got going on, right? This is what Dallas got going on, right? This is what they doing. 16, 24, 199 yards, 2 touchdowns. A Stetson Bennett. They over here making nobody out of somebody, man. This is what Dallas doing. Good enough. Huh? That's what y'all doing over there? Where the defense at, man? I watched this bullshit tonight. I had to watch it, man. I got to learn. Cowboys. I got to learn something. Got a new coach in there. I don't know nothing about this shit, man. Let you some bitch go over here and put 30 something on your head, and I'm supposed to be giving a damn. Y'all supposed to be making me give a damn. Man, y'all some smoking dope motherfuckers, man. Y'all smoking dope over there in Dallas, boy. Y'all pumping up this football team, telling me they going some damn well. Watch this shit here. This how
CD Lamb on the sideline, Kyle.
Yeah, guys, this happened right in front of me. CD Lamb was celebrating Jonathan Brady.
Yeomans on the sideline can clear things up as we look at CD Lamb on the.
I fucked up. Yeah, I don't want no picture. Watch this shit. Nigga, what you doing all this old humping and celebrating with this nigga for, and y'all getting y'all ass whooped? Huh?
Yeomans on the sideline can clear things up as we look at CD Lamb on the sideline, Kyle.
Yeah, guys, this happened right in front of me. CD Lamb was celebrating Jonathan Mingo getting behind his defender. He was so excited he jumped in front of an official, and the official ran over CD Lamb. On the sideline, that's where the penalty comes in, and he was off the sideline, he was outside of the box, and so CD's the one that's being penalized here for the Cowboys sideline infraction.
Yeomans on the sideline can clear things up as we look at CD Lamb on the sideline, Kyle.
Yeah, guys, this happened right in front of me. CD Lamb was celebrating Jonathan Mingo.
This shit I'm talking about going on in this time. Undisciplined bullshit again. Why is you celebrating with these bullshit niggas that ain't doing shit? Why you not sitting on the bench, man, kicking it with the goddamn players and talking, wait for Mingo to get out and talk to him? Too much shit going on in Dallas. Too much shit going on in Dallas. Man, y'all niggas make me sick with this shit. Not supposed to be over here and not supposed to be running around here wearing Cowboy a goddamn paraphernalia on. Nigga, I wear hook 'em horn shit, nigga. Well, you done about? I wear hook 'em horn, bitch. I don't give a damn about no Cowboy. Some bitches is a laughing stock right now. This is the type of shit going on in Dallas. The number one wide receiver damn near got his ass whooped. Why that been Ed Hockley ran his ass over like that? Why haven't that been a big motherfucking nigga with a game of back but tore his whole back up? Been out for the damn season. Don't be surprised that some bitch out, boy. Don't be surprised that motherfucker out, y'all. Y'all tell me all kind of shit over there in that damn Dallas. Man, I don't know what the hell going on over there. I gotta put my hook 'em horn hat on for you niggas. I got to put the hook 'em horn on. I don't fuck with them Cowboys. Check this out. These some bitch ass niggas. This is what we got going on in Dallas. Huh? Now everybody looking for the goddamn Cooper flag. Not looking for no goddamn Cowboy. They're looking for the Cooper flag in this town. That's another sport. Fuck you talking about. Baby looking to see what Cooper flag gonna do, nigga. Fuck out of here. Damn rookie didn't play in the game. Let me see. I'm trying to see if they got some more Cowboy bullshit. Mm-mm. 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 You ain't got no more cowboy bullshit for me. No, we got us some mean. We ain't got no more cowboy bullshit. Clown ass niggas. Now some fucking clowns, man. Then you want to know why Jerry is hesitating to pay these niggas. Because they overpriced bums. They overpriced clowns. There ain't nothing on them. See, they ain't showing me nothing but bullshit. They showing me what they traded for. They ain't showing me nothing they did. They showing me nothing but bullshit. Ain't no reason to even look at it. Ain't no reason to me to even worry about it. They got their ass whooped. Y'all tell up and tell me about what the Cowboys need to be doing. They don't need to be doing nothing. Time for the Joneses to do like the Buses did, sell. That's what it's time to do. You're done. I go out there and give up, y'all lose 31 to 21. The 21 wasn't even no points. Y'all over there decorating scoreboard. Look like an inferiorly coached football team. So Jerry again dropped the ball on the coach. Had the opportunity to get real coaching in this town. He don't never want to do it. Jerry, and I'm supposed to separate support this bullshit. You got me fucked up, dog. Ain't nothing to talk about. What I'm gonna do? I'm gonna watch 4 games of some bitches this year. 1st September. The ass ain't 2-2. I'm out. I'm not watching them. I ain't got nothing to tell you. They better not come that motherfucker on a 1-3. So we know Dallas do look bad in the preseason and shit, so we gonna be real. They look like shit in the preseason, and sometimes they come out and have some competitive regular seasons and win 11 games, win 10 games. They could. But I need to see some better shit. I need to see some better shit, man. I see the Grill dude get on the field. He moving the team around. I mean, why you didn't get Grill a little more time? Y'all trying to prove that Bolton, but they trying to let everybody know Bolton ain't shit. That's really what they did yesterday. That's what they did. But fuck them Cowboys, man. They're not gonna win nothing. Jerry needs to stop playing and get some real coaching in this town. Come on, man. No. You didn't let Sean McVay take his second string guys and beat shit at you like that, boy. Now I know it's preseason. I got to play along. But at the same damn time, man, I ain't trying to hear this. This shit makes no sense to me. And this is how purple I'm talking. I'm not taking this preseason seriously, but at the same goddamn time, boy, you over here getting your ass tagged. Y'all over here getting y'all asses tagged, man. And I'm supposed to sit around here and give a hot diggity damn about you, nigga. That's all Jerry doing, ready to make motherfuckers rich. He ain't winning shit else. Got all these all pros and pro bowlers and niggas over there winning Walter Payton awards and shit, no rings. Get out of here, man. Get out of here with it, man. Let me finish by saying this about what's going on in Los Angeles with the Lakers is concerned. I heard Stephen A. Smith last week talking about, that LeBron need to finish back in Cleveland. talking about that. I think that the Lakers at trade deadline will trade LeBron back to Cleveland. That is some speculations going on. But I figure this, in my opinion, I think the Lakers will be a competitive team in the West next year. I think that Luka Doncic is going to have an outstanding 25-26 regular season. And they're going to be in the mix. And I think that they're just going to let LeBron, they can't let him walk. They have to get something for him, though. So I can see in trade deadline next year, I can see the Lakers trading his ass to a contender. Might be the Knicks. You know, it could be Cleveland. You know, try to get a extra defender or extra big man. Something like that. Probably a 4. You know, and a 4 that can guard 3s and 4s. So I think that's what they're going to end up doing. So I do believe that this is the last year of LeBron in LA, but I don't think he's going to get the whole year in LA. I think they're going to trade his ass to a contender. Ain't the Lakers contending? Somewhat, but what I'm talking about in the Eastern Conference, let alone at the Eastern Conference. I know everybody talking about the Milwaukee Bucks and Giannis Antetokounmpo. They had been making moves without really consulting Giannis Antetokounmpo. I heard reports, man, today that Damian Lillard was not something that Giannis Antetokounmpo them had this conversation before they made the deal. This deal when they got the center out of Indiana. And they traded all them niggas out of there and having almost $100 million of dead money in there. $20 million a year of dead money. To get, I think, what Miles I forgot his name. Miles Turner. That's his name. To get Miles Turner, that ain't hitting no shit, man. With the Bucks. The New Orleans Pelicans need to be contracted. They need to be out the league. The next thing, they need to be out the league in the Memphis Grizzlies. Memphis don't deserve an NBA team. You heard it here first and you heard it here last. You need to move that team to Seattle and turn it into the Sonics. Right now. And that would save the career of John Moran. Yeah. The East is very interesting. It look like the Knicks or the Cleveland Cavaliers coming out of the East, y'all. And the West is a clusterfuck. But some tell me that Oklahoma City Thunder is getting back to the finals to make an attempt. But what about Houston? Well, the key to Houston, like I told y'all earlier in the year, if Kevin Durant is taking 25 and 26 shots a night, that's on to the coach to get him to do that because he gonna take 20, 22. He ain't gonna take no 18, 19. You gotta run plays for that motherfucker where it force him to shoot. Unless they doubling him or whatever, unless he get out early and they doubling it, and it's a whole different story. Then now you can tell me about the Houston Rockets being serious contenders. I know everybody want to talk about San Antonio Spurs. San Antonio Spurs got to make some moves. Darren Fox got to go. They got the Harper, what's his name? Dylan Harper. They got the Dylan Harper kid, so they got to move on from Dylan Fox for Darren Fox. So San Antonio Spurs will be making a trade, get him out of there. He's an expiring contract, so they got to get him out of there and try to get something bigger or get something whatever they need. So they're gonna make a deal probably to the trade deadline. So that's another guy that's not gonna be around. Okay, just telling y'all what's really going on, y'all. I'm just putting y'all on code and putting y'all on game. Now y'all probably already know this. It is what it is, but I'm telling you what's gonna happen. Okay. As I look and see, before I get out of here and go to bed, another thing I know is going on out here. I remember I talked to y'all about Hulk Hogan. I talked to y'all about that. But I'm going to tell y'all something, man. It's going down, man. It's going down. But that has been America's Game Show. We're going to get out of here, man. We came in here. We entertained you for a couple of hours. We talked to you about Mr. Shedeur Sanders. Talked to you a little bit about the debacle over there in Dallas. And woo! That's right, man. It's America's Game Show.
United we stand ready to claim our right. The streets echo loud with the beat of the fight. America's game, we're roused to the high. This is our time. The stage is set. The game belongs to the people. We won't be denied. With courage and strength, we take a stride. Together we fight, hand in hand, side by side. America's game, it's our turn to die. Oh yeah. From coast to coast, see the banners unfurled. Voices together, watch the cowards swirl. No longer silent, we're ready to roll. With passion and purpose, we're ready for more.
America's Game. I'm America's Game show host. Prince PL. Get the fuck up out of here, man. Where all at?
We take a stride.